Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode here of NateCast. We are looking at a match from the ESL Pro Tour Korea Weekly. We've got in the top right, the Blue Zerg player. He is Ragnarok. You can't really hear me saying his name when I do that fancy effect, but it does make you feel like this is a high production broadcast. So, in the bottom left, his opponent in orange, the Protoss player. He is Astrea, also known as Max Angel. Hell yeah. Can hear it. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Oh, you're saying you can actually hear it. Well, anyway, got some more games to cast. I just got all of the replays from ESL Pro Tour Weekly 11. As many of you know, I do not cast those because they are on in the dark hour. If you've played Persona, that basically means everybody's inside of a coffin and can't actually move. It's a 1 hour period of time between midnight and 1 a.m. Where only those who have embraced their inner selves, I think, or something, are able to actually be aware and like conscious. But let's just leave it at that. So I can't do that. And that is why we've got the replays. We're going to go through all of these. I have not seen any of these games. I do not know the results. I have just a giant jumble of replays. They're not even ordered, so I do not know how many games are in this series. It's a best of 3. This could be 2 games. It could be 3 games. Hell, it could be 1 game, and then maybe the guy dropped out or forfeited. You never know. That's the crazy wild thing about these tournaments. Speaking of tournaments, sorry for this ugly thingy in the top left. I did sign up to play an in-game ladder tournament, and maybe I will. Maybe I won't. You can't really tell me what to do. That's kind of the fun part. I'm the guy in charge, and you're the guy in the chat, or guy in the YouTube comment section. Although, I will say, the people in the YouTube comment section are extremely polite. I only had one guy complain, and his complaint was that he wanted more. Thank God for that. Do a co-caster voice and have some banter with yourself to confuse the audience. Well, you see, Nathan, I just don't really think people are into that, right? There's some weird ego stuff with, like, being 2 people. Yeah, no, I totally understand that, right? Like, people would think that you're crazy. Don't you mean you? Well, yeah, but, like, you know, assuming that we're pretending to be 2 different people, I'm the fake person, which makes you the real person, which makes people think that you're crazy, not me, because I'm fake. That doesn't really make sense, though. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nate. We'll put this one back in the oven. Looks like you got a DT Robo opener for Astrea, whereas Ragnarok, I mean, he's playing standard schmandard Zerg, right? You just kind of build drones and queens and some lings just in case an adept tries to shade past the front, but Astrea is not going to risk it for any variety of baked good or pastry. Of course, the Dark Shrine opening doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I want to kill you with DTs. The reason why this build is so good is because it really forces the Zerg player to think. And you're going to force the response of Spores, Overseer, maybe a faster layer than the Zerg typically would want to get. Because those DTs obviously have a lot of firepower. They're very strong units. Now, the reason why this is still a very solid all-around build, though, is while Astrea takes the gases in his natural and possibly prepares to get a 3rd, this Prism moves out, and he can still turn the DTs into Archons. So it's a good harass slash... It's kind of like... I don't know. It's like if you spent $2 on a lottery ticket that was guaranteed to pay out at least $1. You know? Like, yes, you could lose money, but you're not going to lose more than 50% of your investment. And that's basically what these DT openers are like, because he's going to come over... Yeah, it's 1 queen, and see that right there is really nice. Gonna go straight for the Spore Crawler, get rid of the detection. All 3 DTs are still alive. There's no lair yet, so Astrea, and look at that. Right now that lottery ticket ended up being $5. So he's made $3 off of his $5 investment, and you know what? It's gonna go to $7.50 if he gets another queen or 2. I don't feel like killing the lings is very important. Okay, he did bring another. Ooh, see, that's not good. See, now it's back to a $2 ticket. If he saves this 1 DT, maybe he's okay. Ooh, $3 ticket. So he made $1. At the end of the day, he made $1. Not really a lot. Not really a lot. I don't know. Actually, with this type of investment, I changed my mind. He bought a $2 ticket and he won a free ticket. So now he's going to try again. We're back where we started. Now these Archons are like a $2 lottery ticket, right? They're the minimum payout of one. Sorry, this rant's, I'm going too far with this bit. We have a lone Ling from Ragnarok trying to deny the third of Astrea. Kill the larva. Kill the larva. Kill the lava. Yeah. Look at those lightning blasts. Some of them look like they're going really far, and it makes me wonder why Archons don't have 8 range. Oh. Ow! He's juggling. He's juggling and struggling. Uh-oh, don't lose Big Daddy Archon. You must live, boy. You must live. But hey, look at that. At the end of the day, a 4th base never went up for Ragnarok. And that actually makes me pretty nervous, because Astrea, he should be thinking about one thing, and that's a massive all-in from the Zerg, right? This 3rd base, easy pickings. And he's trying to poke and prod a lot still. And I will say, I feel like the most important thing for him to recognize is that his opponent doesn't have many available moves right now, right? It's like if your opponent only has bishops on the chessboard, you know, you should think about how they're going to move diagonally. And what I'm telling you is there's only bishops on the chessboard. Obviously, it's going to be a diagonal move. So he does have some immortals out. This 3rd base only has a single battery on it. I don't think he's going to be able to hold on to this very effectively. The War Prism and Archons are trying to do their thing. But bringing these immortals out up front. Oh my god, he's baiting him. He's baiting him! The 2 immortals are all alone! No! Well, that's one way to lose a game of StarCraft. Astrea is just dead now, right? He brought the Archons back. He was not able to save the immortal. 1 Archon is dead. Number 2 is going to die very soon, and it's just a handful of gateway units to defend against this Roach Ravager bus. Oh my god. They're bringing the immortals out like that? Jeez Louise. Oh, those slow warping stalkers getting smited by corrosive bile. Well, that's that. This game is over, ladies and gentlemen. GG. Ragnarok takes game 1. Honestly thought that I was pretty convinced that we were going to be able to see a victory there from Astrea. I thought he did a pretty solid job opening, but that's what losing those DTs does to you, though, right? The cost of rebuilding those 3 Dark Templar is so much, and you end up in this really awkward spot where you're like, what do you actually have available to you, Astrea? And the answer is nothing. It really doesn't have a whole lot. So let's go into game 2. Here from my wonderful office in Los Angeles. We are an essential business. We're still open. Let's go into another game. Well, leading the series 1-0 in the bottom left. He is Chivo's Ragnarok. And he faces off against the purple Protoss player in the northeast. He is Astrea. Astrea. He lost the $2 ticket so bad they came and took his house. Well, at the end of the day, when you buy $2 lottery tickets and you don't have a whole lot of money to begin with, well, what's the best case scenario? You make enough money for dinner that night? What's the worst case scenario? You flush $10 down the toilet. Right? You know what I'm saying? Gateway opener on the Logon here for Astrea. Playing on Eternal Empire. Very easy map to get the 3rd base on. Easiest in the current pool, in my opinion. And a very solid all-around map. Ragnarok with the hatch first. And he's not really concerned about it. I'm like, are we going to see gas pool? There it is. Okay. So gas into pool. It's pretty easy to wall off here for the Protoss, at least on the 2 bases. So you can do some funky stuff. Although I would not be surprised to see him lean into that standard Protoss opening again of whether it's a DT drop or High Templar. I don't know. Why don't people open with a Storm drop into the Archon drop? You know what I'm saying? Like, give it the big brain IQ, go for the feedbacks, then pull the Hard Templar back, and, you know, am I that crazy? That might be. That's going to be like some 2021 strategy. Is going to be the Storm drop into Archon drop into charge a lot of Mortal Storm Archon all in. All right, guys, and when that happens in 2021, y'all just give me $50 each, and I'll be rich. The puppy's sleeping under my desk. He's giving me the side eye. I accidentally pushed I have one of those like footrests under my desk so that I can basically bounce my calves off of it to get the blood flow going while I'm sitting at my desk all day. so I don't die of a blood clot or something crazy like that. And the dog is under the desk now. That's where he likes to nap. I guess he feels safe. But Lewis, he's like, no, Dad, you're not allowed to have your feet underneath your own desk anymore. So that's kind of my life right now while I'm trying to cast this game. He's just lying there looking at me like, this is my spot now. Your feet no longer matter. Pylon block gets canceled. And little Proberto, is he gonna live? Oh, I didn't see that coming. Wow, Ling's just let him go. I guess he's really worried about the Adept. Does he know it's coming? Oh, of course. He's got the free vision every Zerg gets. So he should be aware. Isn't it funny that for like Zerg players, we're just like, it's never a question of did they see it? It's a question we always just ask like, well, you know, did the Zerg utilize this wealth of information that they freely get? Did he just look? Did he look at what he had vision of? That's the real question, ladies and gentlemen. So the Adept is going to shade, poking around. There's 4 Lings. You don't want to finish that shade. You're not going to get anything. Not enough drones there to make it hard to pull them off either. And this Adept maybe wants to try and deny Creep Tumor, but I don't think he's going to be able to do that. And there's another gate going up at the wall. Stalker going to go pew, 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 pew. Is this Zerg looking at his mini-map? I think so, Tasteless.
Yeah, you know, Artosis, that's the funny thing, right? Is it's we always ask ourselves, it's like, yeah, we the casters, we know everything, right? We know that the Overlord could see the Adept, but was the Zerg player actually looking at that point in time, or was he busy smoking and drinking? These are the things that blow my mind when I'm here at the GSL.
Oh, thanks, Tasteless. Go back to playing Battletoads under the desk. Thanks. Oracle's gotten nothing done yet, by the way. Nothing done yet. How many Oracle opening will this be? 3? I do like the 3 Oracle opening. Into the 3rd base. Hell yeah. That's a good one. It can be a little bit tricky for Zergs to try and punish it. And this map is just really nice for those Oracles in general. Just by virtue of being able to kind of tuck him in this backspace. He could have gone for the main there. I wouldn't mind seeing a stasis trap. Yeah, I was talking to Tasteless because I was like, yo, you want to play Animal Crossing sometime? And he's like, Nathan, if I made my Animal Crossing character look like me, they wouldn't let me onto the island. I'm like, damn.
It's like, you ever seen what Tassels looks like after 2 weeks in quarantine?
Oh, he's going for it. No, doesn't even finish. See, that sucks. That's unfortunate. Not even able to get the stage. Look at that, the 2nd spore in the main as well. Ragnarok is not dicking around. Ragnarok is not screwing around. You wish they get rid of the high ground at the entrance of every natural? You mean this spot? You mean how there's no ramp leading into the natural on most maps these days? There's a ramp leading into the natural of Golden Wall, except Golden Wall you have 2 ramps in your main, so it kind of invalidates all feelings of safety that would give you, typically. Unless you're saying you want the entirety of the map to be low ground compared to the natural, which is an interesting idea. Someone in chat says they want a map with no ramps at all. They tried that. It didn't work.
It didn't work, my friend.
There you go. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go again. Night is Swarm Host, baby. Rev up those fryers, because I sure am hungry for some heck muffins. Well, the nice thing about quarantine is you can order booze on delivery apps now. So I've got a mango margarita, and I'm living my best life while I'm gonna watch these Swarm Hosts penetrate the orifices of poor Astrea. Let's see how he does. I have a bad feeling this might be a 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. I'd love to be wrong. I don't actually know the results of these games. But I have a strange feeling. Got a strange feeling the Zerg player's gonna win this one, Dennis. I don't know. I'm just feeling it. And there we go. And 1. And a 2. Oh, the oracles are there. They could kill it. Got him. Be gone, worm. And there's another one. Jason Derulo. Hey. Oh. And then get swallowed back up. The oracles have found the other worm, but they cannot do anything because of the macro support unit. The queen. Not only is it the macro support unit, you bring it with your cheese and you'll become unbreakable. Look at that. He's just throwing worms down in his face. Ladies and gentlemen, unless she asks for it, you don't just give her the Nidus worm, dude. It's 2020. All right, so you flank with the locust. Locust in the back, roaches in the front. Solid force fields, but there's locust. You're dead. It's over. It's over like October 2019, baby. Well, that one immortal standing strong. He's trying. Oh, he's trying. Don't worry, though. There's still 12 swarm hosts that are alive and going to send another wave. This disruptor shot could be money.
It didn't work, my friend.
Ragnarok wins 2-0. Man, Nidus swarm host. I hate that shit. I hate it.